The ovary contains the plant eggs, which are known as ovules. Because we are dealing with insects as the pollinators, in other words, the insect is taking the pollen grain from the male to the female component, acting as a vector, the insect has to be attracted to the plants, and there are a number of strategies for this, including the production of scent or chemicals that the insect can follow those chemicals along a gradient towards the flower, and this operates over great distances where the chemicals are very low concentrations, and their antennae are particularly sensitive to those particular chemicals. So having located the flower, there is then, in the colorful petals, there's a visual signal in the colorful petals which allows the insect to direct its activities. But the reason why the bee is, or the insect is actually going to the flower, is because the flower is going to provide the animal, the bee in this case, with a source of food. And that is produced in nectaries and takes the form of fructose. So a bee will remove from the plant, from the flower, it will remove the fructose, which it will ingest, and pollen will be found on the external surface of the bee, and in fact is often accumulated on specific structures on the bee leg. And in this way, the bee acts as a vector, taking the pollen grain from the male component to the female component of the plant for fertilization. However, students will be aware that for pollen grain to go from here to here in the same flower, that would be self-pollination.